Before we start, I want you to hit the red subscribe button so you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to NBA Golden. NBA players are known more so for their money they make instead of their skills in the field. While this is true, it's also a statistically proven fact that most NBA players go broke after just 5 years of their prime playing days. Here are 10 NBA players you think are rich, but are actually broke. Delonte West. Having played for 4 of the topmost NBA teams, Delonte West is assumed by many to be one of the wealthiest NBA stars. This misconception, however, was soon debunked when a reporter leaked pictures of Delonte begging on the streets as a homeless man. He's also believed to have schizophrenia. Maurice has nevertheless denied any such occurrence, but people know better than to believe words over actual proof. Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson's career skyrocketed playing for the Philadelphia 76ers. Spending 14 years earning a total of $200 million, including endorsements, he established himself as one of the richest NBA players in the world. However, it was just a few years later that he had lost his house, his savings all owing to his poor expense management and questionable spending habits. As if being broke wasn't enough, he was left a divorcee when in 2012 his wife walked out on him, claiming she couldn't even get a cheeseburger out of the total cash he had. Eric Williams. From 1995 to 2007, this NBA player earned a total of $40 million due to his on-field talent. His carelessness, however, led him to lose all that, and his wife. He further continued to ruin his reputation and chances of ever having a career in the TV industry. Appearing on the reality show Basketball Wives Miami, Eric made a complete fool of himself, and not being able to save face, threw a drink in his ex-wife's face, starting off the show losing all his respect. Eddy Curry. Where some NBA stars are just financially illiterate, Eddy Curry lacked common sense. Being an NBA star, you'd assume that he'd have millions of dollars just lying around, but no. As a matter of fact, Curry had to take out a personal loan of $570,000 with an 85% interest rate, which he ended up defaulting with $75,000 due per month, which he claimed would be difficult to pay. Upon inquiry, it was found that his needs that made it nearly impossible for him to pay off the loan were $1,000 for cable TV and a personal chef costing him $6,000 per month. VIN Baker. Being a stellar Milwaukee Bucks and Seattle Supersonics player from 1995 to 1998, this $1 million worth NBA player managed to plunge himself into a quicksand of financial troubles just a few years after he stopped playing. While the arrest for drunk driving in 2007 was the least of his issues, his poor financial decisions caused him to lose his house, get in serious debt, and end up as an inspiration for the homeless who aspire to be Starbucks managers. Oliver Miller. From setting records for PPG in 2005, playing in multiple NBA teams, and traveling all over the world, to getting confined to a jail cell for a year and 5 years probation, Oliver Miller has managed to not only ruin his reputation, but also his life in general. Ever since the NBA star's playing days have ended, he's been piling up a criminal record, for charges amongst which are multiple mentions of handguns, first and second degree assaults, and the good old gambling and drunk driving. Shawn Kemp. While most of the stars fall off the wagon after their playing days, Shawn Kemp managed to ruin his career while at its peak. Having weight issues and drinking problems, the player was forced into rehab by his teammates, and since then he has been going through a downward spiral. As if this wasn't bad enough, he continued to get arrested for drug abuse and possession of narcotics, and ended up losing his home as well. Antoine Walker. The 3-time All-Star, Antoine Walker played for the NBA from 1996 to 2008. Ever since the end of his career, he's been racking up a record for gambling, writing bad checks, drunk driving, and many more. It has been estimated that he managed to get himself into a gambling debt of $800,000, almost being sentenced to prison. This public humiliation led to him going off the record completely, with the last news being that he was officially one of the other homeless once NBA stars. Rick Mahorn. Where all the aforementioned NBA players have had a knack for public humiliation, this guy had the decency to go broke silently. Not much is known about how or why Mr. Mahorn lost all his money. The only news that has seen the light of day is that a $7 million champ filed for bankruptcy only a few years after his playing days ended, and was last seen with $2,000 and eventually homeless. David Harrison. Earning $4.4 million, this former NBA player tried to balance his personal luxuries with his professional life earnings. Seeing as this was a big mistake after his playing days were over, he soon found himself broken out of a job, causing him to work at McDonald's. One thing, however, has remained consistent for him. Harrison has always been an inspiration for the people, more so in terms of not being like him in any way. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it, and like if you didn't, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also, watch 2 videos on your screen, because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.